Coming up in this episode, the Strøm Music Festival, summer dance in Copenhagen, summer houses, summer houses, summer houses, and Denmark's great postal service. I'm Tim.
And I'm Sabina, and welcome to mydenmarktv.com.
This episode of mydenmarktv.com is made possible by gobookatable.com, a popular online restaurant booking site that helps you to quickly reserve a table online in cities across Europe, including Denmark, for free.
Today we are at one of the many beautiful summer house areas that we have here in Denmark. It's on Zealand, it's called Sejrøbugten, and it's about 100 kilometers northwest of Copenhagen. Now there are many beautiful summer house areas in Denmark, on Jutland and on Fyn too, and they're all right by the water like we are here. And you'll find film crews like us, you'll find nature, you'll find birds, you'll find game if you're really lucky, and you'll find a lot of farming. And there's actually a reason for us being here today, but I'll get back to you about that. But first, let's check what's up for this week.
Yeah, let's do that. Sitting on the beach here at the summer house, Copenhagen feels a long way away. But nonetheless, we've got two great Copenhagen events to suggest for this week. The first is called the Strøm Music Festival. And it's an electronic music festival that's been running since 2007. Now, one of the unique things about this one is that it's actually supported largely by the Copenhagen local government. But in spite of that, it's very much an underground festival. And if you don't believe me, just let me give you a sampling of some of the music genres that were represented last year. Dubstep, blip-blop, wonky, electronica, ambient, drum and bass, squee, iPod jump.
You didn't make up any of these?
No, these ones I actually didn't make up. Well, I made me the last one I did. So this year it runs from, in 2010, from August the 14th to the 22nd. It's worth checking out the website. The link's below. And we've also got a more traditional event to suggest as well.
We sure do. It's called Copenhagen Summer Dance 2010. And it's an open-air contemporary dance show that will appear every day at around 8:30 in the police headquarters.
The police headquarters?
I know, it's a very, very odd location, but actually very few people know that they have a very beautiful, stunning inner courtyard. And this is the only time you get to see it.
Okay.
It's free for everybody. I think it fits about 130 people, and after that they take a charge of 38 crowns for you to sit. Actually, you get a seat there, your own seat. All you need to do is just check on the link below and you can find the program and then the location.
Sounds great.
I was wondering, are you gonna see any of those flip-flop concerts, do you think?
Well, you know, if I was going to recommend one, I would say go see LCD Sound System. I saw them at Sonar in Barcelona this year. They stole the show, so that's a pretty good booking, I would say.
But now let's see what Vladimir has for us in Made in Denmark.
Hi, I'm Vladimir Chen. Today I would like to review the postal service of Denmark. I must admit, when I first came to Denmark, I was pleasantly surprised to see how effectively and fast the postal service works here. As a matter of fact, on the official website it says that in several measurements, Post Denmark has proved to be the fastest and to provide the best quality among European postal service providers. And to be honest, I can hardly recall a single time when the service seriously let me down. Undoubtedly, there are some people who have bad experiences, nothing is perfect after all, but I still think that the service works really, really well. Every day there is about 11 million items of mail that is collected for delivery to 2.6 million of households. That's quite an impressive number, I should say. As of today, Post Denmark employs around 21,000 people. There are around 900 post offices and shops around the country. On their website, you can calculate prices of your mail or package. You can also track and trace, which is very useful, or you can even order stamps. For the last one, however, it would be faster if you go down to your local kiosk and buy some stamps there. By the way, one of the great and free services Post Denmark provides is the possibility to contact public institutions such as banks, tax authorities in Denmark when you change your residence. All you need to do is fill out a form called Flytningsmappe, either electronically on their website or at one of the postal offices, and all the organizations will be promptly notified. They will even forward your mails from the old address to your new one, even if it's abroad, in case if some people keep sending mails to your old address. So let me know, do you have the same positive experience with Post Denmark, or do you have negative experience? Share them in the comments area below at mydenmarktv.com. This was Vladimir Chen. Enjoy.
Thanks for that, Vladimir. That was great as always. And now I'm wondering, why are we here?
Well, I could say, at least on a smaller scale, I know why we are here on this location in a summer house area in Denmark. We are here to talk about summer houses.
Yes.
I have a great idea. Why don't we go to our summer house and we'll talk more about that there?
Great idea. Let's do it.
Yep. In short, I could say that this could be the ultimate way of experiencing Danish hygge. We are now at one of the more than 200,000 Danish summer houses in Denmark. And many Danish families, they choose to spend their summer vacation coming here. It's such a great place and a great way to relax with the family and relax with the friends and just hang out on the beach, play racquetball, read a book, play in the sand with your kids, all this during the day. And then in the evening, you go back to the summer house, you start up the barbecue, and very often that will be with very fresh fish bought straight from the nearby harbor. Now, all these summer houses are owned by Danish families, so you are either very lucky to own one, or you know someone who has a summer house that you can borrow, or you even rent one. And the really great thing about it is that all these summer house areas are located right by the water or in the nearby area. The ones who own a summer house, they usually go here every weekend during the summertime, sometimes even all year round, just to escape the daily busy life in the city. And I mean, as you can see, it's a unique way to just relax, and it's very tranquil and beautiful surroundings. Now, even summer house rental has become a large industry here, because more than 1/5 of all the summer houses are actually available for rent. For example, Germans, they come here a lot during the summer to rent a summer house and bring the whole family up here and spend the summer here. So if you're wondering why you see and hear so many Germans in the city, here's your answer. Now, if you want to rent a summer house, all you actually need to do is just Google Summer House Rental Denmark on the internet, and you will find many sites. So my advice would be to you, if you ever get invited to a summer house by some Danish friends, do not hesitate to say yes. I guarantee you will have a great time. In all this talk about summer houses, I seem to... Oh, no, I haven't lost anybody. Tim is right here, so let's go join him.
Isn't it true that one of the interesting things about summer houses in Denmark is that because of the country's phenomenally developed public transportation system, you can basically get up to most summer houses or very close to them just using a train and bus, so you don't even need a car.
Which is what you guys did coming up here, and that worked fine.
That's true, that's true.
Okay, now let's wrap it up with our viewer question of this week, and that is Emily Lay, who writes, I've just been to Denmark and I noticed that almost all the houses, apartments, have basements. Why do they build their houses like that?
I think I can take this question. Actually, it was the Vikings who first developed the concept of the basement, and that was because they needed a place to put their pregnant women. No,
I think I'm actually going to take this question, Tim.
All right.
The reason is actually because back then the basements were built because it was meant to absorb the moisture and cold from the soil, and thereby keeping the houses warm. And that was the only technology and the materials that were available back then. That is the true answer, dear viewer.
There you are. There you are. Well, I hope you found that answer, or at least part of it, useful. And in return for asking the question, Emily receives a 1-hour free consultation with the mydenmarktv.com team.
And actually, you can also benefit from a personalized one-on-one consultation with my Denmark TV team, for instance, to get to know more about summer houses in Denmark, or any other subject related to visiting, working, or living in Denmark. So all you need to do is just click on the link below that says Consult with my Denmark team, or just book a consultation right away.
Yes. And don't forget, you can leave us any comments relating to the episode or other comments you have below. We love to hear from you, and so do the rest of our viewers.
So until next Tuesday, thank you so much for watching. We hope that you enjoyed this show. It was great fun to make it. Have our feet in the water. Especially enjoyed that personally.
Yes.
Stay tuned next Wednesday.
Yes, and in the meantime, you can always check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/mydenmarktv. See you next week.
Bye.
Oh, what a beautiful night. What a beautiful night.
Papa Bear, do you remember that time way back then?
Yeah, I think it was 1967.
No, Papa Bear, you always get it wrong. It's 1958.
I'm sure it was 1967. 1958 was the night it was raining.